Side note story. I was walking in this cicada season. Y'all tell me why a cicada slapped me in my face. It is gonna slap me in my face. It's gonna fly off. And when it slapped me, my instinct was to try to hit the bug away. So I ended up slapping myself again. Oh, I thought that was another cicada. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 16 of doing the raw, no, not raw, oh my goodness, of doing the juice cleanse. And in actuality, yesterday was my last day doing the juice cleanse. I'm ending my juice fast earlier than expected because I'm going to be, for a number of reasons, I'm going to be traveling, and I don't want to deal with the headache of trying to find juice places. I know there are places out there that have like juice cleanse bundles, but I prefer to make my own juices because the sweetness factor. Obviously got a juice from Whole Foods, like a cold press thing, just has organic beets, ginger, apple, all the other stuff. Y'all, when I drank that thing was just so nasty to me. It was just too sweet for me, like too sweet. And I'm like, what is the sweetest thing out of all these fruits and vegetables that's making it taste like that? So I don't want to deal with that. I prefer to make my own juices at home. So that's one reason. Another reason was that, like, I basically had to have a conversation with myself. Like, why am I doing this? Like, I've put in a video before reasons why I wanted to do it. But when you think about the agony, the agony of a hungry stomach, and the fact that you kind of are going against your nature of like munching on something, it's like, why is this my life right now? And I had to sit with myself and just realize that maybe this is motivated by ego. I like saying that, and I had to come to the realization that I like saying that I've done a big thing, which is not bad. I don't think that's a bad thing. If you have done a big thing in your life, you should definitely be proud of yourself. But I feel like when you start to move in the existence of everything I want to do, I want to brag about it, like, that's not healthy. And I had to catch myself with that. Like, am I saying, oh my goodness, dog, shit, oh, I'm trying to shoot a video right now, oh my goodness. Nature can be real disrespectful. Side note story. I was walking in this cicada season. Y'all tell me why a cicada slapped me in my face. It is gonna slap me in my face. It's gonna fly off. And when it slapped me, my instinct was to try to hit the bug away. So I ended up slapping myself again. Oh, I thought that was another cicada. Anyway, before nature rudely interrupted me, per usual, so I just had to have a conversation with myself, like, why am I doing this? Is this an ego thing? Why you trying to flex your ego that much? Like, girl, love yourself. You don't gotta prove nothing to nobody but yourself. So, I had to have that conversation with myself, and I had to realize too that usually when I do something big, for me anyway, I always tell myself, I ain't doing this again. But I think I want to do this again. I like how it really is cleansing me, like physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, it truly is a all-around cleanse. And I like that I'm giving my body the time it needs to like work on itself. because, you know, your body is constantly doing stuff when you're eating in terms of like breaking down the food. But like mentally, I'm constantly thinking about food too. So like if I ate lunch, I'll be thinking about what I want to eat for dinner, or what my partner wants to eat, or, you know, going food shopping, or just surrounding food. And it's like, girl, you a whole person. You are a whole living thing. There's more to life than constantly eating and thinking about food. I know food is your love language. This is me talking to myself. I know food is your love language, but dang, girl, calm down. So I really like the cleanse overall. I think I'm going to try to incorporate it more throughout just my lifestyle, because I think it's just very important to give your body that time to rest, both physically and mentally. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm doing it. So again, the first reason, I'm traveling. Don't want to deal with the headache of drinking these commercial juices because they're too sweet or they too nasty. Like, I'd rather drink my own nasty shit. I made like a green drink and I gave it to my partner. And he said, this tastes like grass water. I was like, shit, that grass water was working for me. So, like, again, yeah. And then the second reason, I just had to have a deep conversation with myself. Like, why am I doing this? If it's an ego thing, bitch, you need to cut it. Like, it's not that. Yeah, so yeah, so I do want to do it again. I am going to try to incorporate it more in my lifestyle. But there are some things that I did learn about this cleanse. One thing is that, so the benefits of this cleanse is that, for me, it did do what I wanted it to do in terms of helping me take off some excess weight. I did lose some weight. I don't know how many pounds I lost, because I try not to pay attention to that numerical stuff about weight loss. Like, if I see a difference, I lost weight. I mean, that's how I work through it. And so, like, one thing that I liked about this cleanse is that it helped me focus, because my attention was not so much on food and eating and just other stuff, because to be honest, I just didn't have the energy to care about other people at this time. Like, me and my body are going through something right now. So, like, if I don't have the energy or the bandwidth to talk to you, to hang out with you, to do all these things, then I'm not going to do it. So let me try to say it in a more clean version, or like to sum it up. I gave myself grace during this time, and I just made me realize how much I am not in the moment when I'm doing things, and how unfocused I've been, or how I haven't been giving like my full attention to things like I should be. But one thing is that I haven't been giving full attention to myself was like the biggest thing, because I can run around all crazy for my job, for my partner, for friends, for family. I could do all those things for everybody else, and be standing at attention, fully present for them, but I don't be fully present for myself. So this cleanse taught me the importance of giving myself grace, being fully present, and being fully present for myself. Another thing I learned on this cleanse is that, like, this might be TMI or whatever, but my period was different. I menstruated differently this time. I menstruated differently. Yeah. It was interesting. it was interesting. The most interesting thing about it is that, and for the women that's watching this, y'all know how y'all body works when it's time, when it's getting close to that time of the month. For me, my body does certain things, and my body didn't do that. Like, I usually have an indication as to when, I usually know when my cycle is going to start, all that stuff based on how my body reacts to things. This time, that was not the case. I was just minding my business, and I said, oh, my period started. No warning, no nothing. And it's unfortunate, but the warnings are not pleasant warnings. They're very uncomfortable. But this time, it just came. And there was some little, like, cramps. I experienced a little bit of cramps while on my cycle, but it came, it went. I said, I like this. I like this. And for the ladies in the group that know what I'm talking about, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can eat what I want to, and maybe it comes down to how I'm eating. Maybe, like, I can do in the future, like, when I have an idea as to when my cycle is going to start, I just do a juice. I just juice leading up to that cycle period, to that cycle rotation, and I just juice during that, before that, because I really like that. I like that a lot. No pain. Okay, I can get down with that. At first I wanted to do this video by doing like a fruit vegan style mukbang. I was like, do you really want to push your stomach to that type of limit when you haven't had solid foods all for video content? Nope, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. So I decided to go for a walk. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. So apologies for all the background noise, but that is just life moving like it moves. Oh, I said the pros about what I enjoyed about doing this. The con that my cons was just that I feel like I wasn't in a good space physically and mentally to do this type of cleanse. Like, if you're doing this type of cleanse, I highly recommend that you don't be around people. Like, if you can avoid people, because people be annoying, and they be annoying just by being themselves. That's just them. Like, try to avoid people, try to be in nature, just try to connect with yourself, in all honesty. Like, and another thing is, it wasn't that big of a con, but it was kind of annoying the amount of time it took to make my juices. It did take me like an hour and a half to make my juices. That includes washing it, and washing it thoroughly, cutting it up, blending it. I used a Ninja blender, and I use a nut milk bag to actually take out any, like, all the pulp and stuff from it. So that took a while too. Then had to clean the bag, just cleaning my space again, so that when I do go back to, when I do want to make another juice, everything was already, nothing was dirty already. So yeah, so that was just, it wasn't that big of a con, but it was kind of annoying. And then the cost, I was like, shit, fuck it. Like, I'm not eating nothing, so like, it can get expensive. But when you think about it in the long run, like, I'm literally giving my body the things that it needs. Like, during this juice cleanse, I've had more vegetables than I've had in a very, very, very long time. And just like vegetables in like its raw state, like not sauteed, not drenched or drenched. I'm making up my own words. drenched in oil or drenched in oil and having all these seasonings with it. It was just, I had it as is. And I really appreciate that, because you know what? Wow, y'all, I had like lipstick on my teeth. So when y'all see that part, don't pay attention to it. Alright, so let me see if I can quickly sum up what I was saying, the part with the lipstick on my teeth. So I will have to say that skin wise, one thing that this juicing cleanse did do for me, for my skin in particular, it just felt like my skin was more hydrated. Like, especially like my face, it just seemed like I didn't really need that much lotion, or like I didn't need that much moisture to put back into my skin, because it didn't feel dry at all. Not that I didn't get ashy, but it's just like, my skin just felt more hydrated. And I think it was just the increase in the amount of water that I was drinking, but also the fact that dang, I had something on my teeth for a long time. I think it was just the amount of water that I was drinking, the increase in the amount of water I was drinking, and just the type of juices I was making, and like the fact that I wasn't polluting my body with so much oil from cooking, or salt, or sugar. I was just drinking and experiencing things grown in nature in its natural form, no manipulation besides juicing it. And yeah, and I feel like it definitely benefited my skin. It just made my skin feel a little bit more hydrated. And so that was what I was saying in the clip with lipstick on my teeth. So my transition out game plan is to, I know this is going to sound kind of weird considering how much shit I was talking when I was doing my raw vegan challenge, but I think I'm gonna do a raw thing for about the next two weeks or so. Just give my body a little transition period back to solid foods. So definitely doing like I'm going to be raw for at least the next 2 weeks. And I was talking to someone, and they were saying that when you're doing a juicing cleanse, a good way to transition out is to start off by eating fruit, and just focus on fruit depending on the amount of days that you did the cleanse for, and then start to incorporate vegetables, and the other type of things that you're going to be eating, because it's like fruit, it takes the least amount of work. I think he was saying like it takes the least amount of work to digest, so it just kind of eases your body back to doing that type of work. So, and I'm happy with that. Just give me something to munch on is all I'm asking. I need something to munch. So yes, I'm going to be doing that. And because let's first give praise to the one Almighty. Who knew that? Because I ain't know I was doing a juicing cleanse. I did not know that I was doing a juicing cleanse until what, April? I was like, oh, I think I should do a juice cleanse. Who knew? The Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father. Who knew that me doing a raw vegan challenge will prepare me? Yeah. Won't he do it? Will prepare me for this time in my life. This is a message for all y'all out there. If y'all are going through something and you like, how the hell is this going to help me in the future? The one Almighty. The one Almighty. The one Almighty has a plan for you. You are going through something right now, because your struggle right now is going to be your blessing. Your blessing, my child. Your struggle right now is going to be your blessing in the future. And because I went through that raw vegan challenge, I already know how to do a raw diet. And now, because I kind of have the basis for it, I have a foundation. I now know which ways and how I'm going to explore this whole vegan diet. Give glory to the glory Almighty, to the Almighty. So I know y'all wasn't trying to get no like preacher spiritual moment, but I just got to give glory to the one Almighty, because that raw vegan stuff, doing that in the cold, working that job I was working, how my child, how? But now I got the tools to do it. So the last thing I want to say, just to truly close this video out, is this. If I didn't say it earlier, I want to say it now. And if I said it earlier, I'm just going to reiterate. Do not do this juice cleanse if your sole focus is just to lose weight. This is not a healthy, sustainable way to lose weight and get to your wellness, your overall wellness journey, because it's not sustainable. Because eventually you're going to go back to eating the way that you were eating. Or if you decide to change how you eat moving forward, that's awesome. That's amazing. But do not just be doing this just to lose weight and then go back to eating the same shit that you were doing before, that you was eating before. Because your body actually does need this time to just relax and do what it needs to do. Like, you constantly stuffing your face is not helping you. Like, physically, it's not helping you. Mentally, it's not helping you. Emotionally, it's not helping you. So, again, this is not a quick fix to losing weight. If you're going to lose weight, you need to change your relationship with food, which is a whole nother conversation about why you have such an emotional attachment to food. You need to find a fitness plan that works for you and your lifestyle. Don't be doing workouts because that's the workout to do. Do a workout that you enjoy doing, because working out and being physically active is not something that should be that shouldn't reflect, is not something that shouldn't reflect your joy. Basically, your workouts should reflect your joy, the things that bring you joy in life. So again, this is not a quick fix to losing weight, because yes, you will lose weight while doing it, but you can gain that weight all right back. This cleanse is truly an opportunity for you to allow your body to reset, to rest, just the way that you need to reset and rest. That message is for all the people like myself, overworking our asses. But yeah, truly a time for you to allow your body to just rest. And yeah, and I just want to also just leave off again by saying that find a workout plan, a fitness plan that highlights what brings you joy. Just don't be doing stuff just to, again, because it's just a new thing to do, the workout to do. If you don't like being on your Peloton or whatever that machine called, don't get on that shit. If you prefer to just go for a walk, go for a walk. Like, find a joy workout that fits your joy. And change your relationship with food. Because if you don't change your relationship with food, you're going to keep finding yourself in basically fucked up situations where it's like your weight is so yo-yo, and all these things. Like, yeah, man, weight is so yo-yo, but it's it's really the self-hate that happens. Yeah, a diet is a lifestyle. A diet is not a quick fix. Let me try to catch the sun. A diet is a lifestyle. A diet is a lifestyle, not a quick fix. So find a diet that works for you, a lifestyle that works for you, that allows you, when you see yourself, even when you're naked, you like, you know what, I would like to improve some areas on my body, but I'm happy about what I see so far. Or if you're not that happy about what you see so far, at least be in a good mental headspace to motivate yourself enough to say, this is beyond the physical. Like me changing how I eat and working out and doing all this other stuff, this is beyond the physical. Like, I need this for my mental health, because that's what a fitness plan and all that other stuff, that's what they don't tell you about a fitness journey, is the amount of mental clarity that you get. Being fit, having muscles are the effects of what happens when you start to prioritize your mental health. Because me getting fit, or even watching, not even me, because I'm not even that fit the way I want to be, but when you watch all these fitness people, a lot of times they're able to stay at the gym for long periods of times, do these like hardcore workouts, because they're clearing out their mind. Like, they're just trying to get their mind right. So that's what your fitness journey should be about. It should be about mental clarity, and not so much about being obsessed about looking good. Because honestly, how you feel about yourself and how you present yourself to the world starts mentally. If you talking about, oh, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that, you're going to present yourself as ugly. Like, if you don't speak positive words to yourself, loving words to yourself, how you going to continue to love yourself externally or with the external world? So just keep that in mind. But I wanted to leave off on that, because I feel like maybe I didn't say it, or I didn't really, the shadow. Maybe I just didn't reiterate it as much as it needs to be reiterated. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.